So kind of transitioning to, I guess, why we're here, the Pit. That's why Kendall and I kind of got into this. Tell us about your first reaction of when, season 1 came out. Were you like an early adopter, or you waited for the whole thing to come out and you're like, let me check this out, everyone's talking about it?
I got lucky. I keep my ears to the ground and antennas up. And so I was already on HBO just watching stuff normally. And I see this come on, I'm like, the Pit. And this is like them promoting their first episode. So I watched the first episode before it really even breaks through the surface as a show. Mm-hmm. I recognized Robbie from ER.
Yeah.
Kind of dating myself there. But at the same time, I was like, all right, this is kind of cool. I thought it was an actual like spinoff. So I'm like, they done brought him from this show to this. Just kind of archaic, but cool. Yeah. Let's watch it. I watched the show. I'm immediately enthralled. I'm like, whoa, this is more graphic than I expected, which is cool to me. They're still using the right terminology, which is cool. It's not so much, this is kind of accurate. And I felt like the characters were highly relatable. So I just immediately go to the room and I'm like, I'm gonna make a video about this right now. Made the video, didn't really do any movement for like the first few weeks. Then out of nowhere, just first video shoots up like a cannon. And I said, hold on, they really got something here. Because now more people are reaching out to me, asking me, have I seen this show called The Pit? I was like, yeah, I recorded something about this 3 weeks ago. And it just started to take its own life form. The show is a cultural phenomenon. I think that it happened at the right time when there was a void. Medical dramas have been more heavy on the drama side, less on the medical side. And the characters are extremely like layered. Their texture comes across in a 1-hour episode, which is hard as hell to do. And then the last part is, this is the timeline throws people off, right? You think about all of this stuff is happening in 12 hours, in one day. And for us, this is normal. We like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I go in this room, I see somebody with a headache. Then we got a call about someone falling from a ladder. Next, you know, there's a patient in the other room who's smearing feces on the wall. There's a kid down the hallway who's crying, won't shut up, and vomiting. There's someone in the waiting room who's threatening to sue me. Like, all of this has happened in one shift. And so I think that with today's instant gratification, short attention span generation, it fits perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah, you I think you said you binged it, right? Like all at once, yeah. And
sounds like Kendall.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like now, doing this show, like I gotta watch each episode by a week. I don't like that. I just keep going at my pace, and I gotta watch one episode, wait a whole week for another one. I'm a Netflix guy, man.
Yeah.
You say give it to me all at once.
Drop them all off. I finish.
Or at least like 3 at a time.
Yeah, give me 2.
Right, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Well, today we're going to be kind of discussing the highlights of season 1, just because I feel like, there's been a break and what most resonated with us. But before we go into that, I think we all have watched the first episode of season 2. Is that right?
Yeah.
You watched it? Just briefly, thoughts. What are your thoughts?
It was good, man. Like I said, it was they're starting off slow. I mean, kind of like how it is in the morning. It's typical. People just getting there. Has the night shifts, is ending. Everyone hasn't woken up yet. As far as the patient hasn't really revved up, so it's going to pick up. We know.
Yeah.
July 4th, so
And it's kind of like how I think most holidays do actually start. They start off, you're like, this isn't bad. It's not going to get crazy, and then 3 hours later, it's crazy. Your thoughts?
Yeah,
so far?
They're cooking the bird slow. I like that, and I feel the fact that they're marinating some of the issues from the previous season into this season. It really makes an anticipation that I haven't felt with the show in a long time. So I was watching the first episode, and every single second I was just like, all right, when are they going to do the next thing? I'm like, something got to turn up. I'm sitting there taking notes, man. And, this is, to me, excellent television strategy.
Yeah, 100%. I was scrolling through social media, and the funniest thing I saw was they're like, oh, is this Dr. Robbie's love interest? I was like, they're not going to fall in love over the course of 12 hours.
Right. Come on, y'all. Come on, man.
Well, just to give the audience some context, what we're going to do is we each chose a clip from season 1, and we're going to play it, and then we're all going to kind of react to it and discuss it. So,
cool.
Patel, we'll do your clip first.
All right.
There's been some inconsistencies with meds intended for your patients.
What?
Frank, have you been helping yourself to benzos from the ER?
Yeah, I've been stealing blood, too.
I asked you a question.
Are you serious? What are you doing? Really? Santos. Whatever the hell she told you is bullshit.
I didn't mention Santos.
You didn't have to. I told you, she is trouble.
Have you ever taken a patient's medication?
This is insane. This is completely fucking
I
insane.
need you to open your locker.
Yeah, right.
Open your locker.
You're gonna regret
Open your fucking locker, or I will have security smash it open. Is the imprint code on these pills going to match Louis Librium? Go home, Frank.
No, it's not like you think. You remember whenever I helped my parents move, I was too cheap to pay for movers. I hurt my back. I told you that. You teased me about it. Remember? Well, our own Dr. Hagen prescribed me some pain meds and muscle relaxers. I was just weaning myself off. It was just for maintenance. I'm done. Robbie, come on. You know me, Robbie. You know me, man. I'm sorry. I fucked up. I was trying to.
You want steal pills?
No, it's not like you don't understand.
I don't fucking understand.
It's not like you think. I'm not high. I'm not high. You've seen what I do, Robbie. Could a drug addict do what I do?
Apparently. I just fucking let him. You're done. Leave now, or I will have Ahmad escort you out.
Robbie, please.
You are done.
Thanks for choosing a light scene.
Listen, I keep it spicy, man.
Well, you got to tell us. So, what prompted you choosing this scene?
Well, first, I think this is a dynamic that is nuanced, that doesn't get spoken about like in many circles, right? If you're within this band of brothers and sisters in emergency medicine, it's like certain conversations that are dinner table conversations and certain ones that are not. And this is one that we try not to talk about a lot, but it's extremely prevalent. Like the fact that they were able to extract this one dynamic and then make an entire scene around it and involve like passion and make like real emotions, I thought was sophisticated. Most people have in emergency medicine know somebody who's got some type of an issue on the side. Usually it's not stealing pills from like a Pyxis or anything like that, but there's certain other things that you notice in the department that make it easy for somebody to kind of fly under the radar. And that was what brought it up for me, was this topic flies under the radar all the time. Maybe we need to talk about it a little bit more.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I agree. I think people sometimes forget that doctors, nurses, they're people. They're prone to illness. You know, illnesses such as hypertension, diabetes, and addiction is an illness. And so,
For sure.
you know, he has an illness, and you know, he's human. You know?
Yeah. I mean, even in his scene, how he kind of talks about its development is almost like pretty classic, right? Like somebody starts off, they're taking the pain medications, which have been prescribed for a specific reason, and then feel some relief from it, and then eventually become dependent upon it. And breaking that cycle of dependence requires so much effort. And if you're already using this to kind of get through the day and to be high functioning, as a resident should be, as a chief resident should be, it's easy to get lost in that sauce. And what I really felt was strange, but also like eerily heartbreaking, was watching Dr. Robbie kind of have this back and forth with him. And I try to put myself in the like position of, if I was an attending, how would I navigate this conversation?
Yeah.
First off, the moment we're cussing at each other, it's a wrap. Like, like if we cussing at each other, somebody got to go right now, because that's like the professionalism component. Yeah. But then as you start to see that he's like really going like almost off the deep end to protect himself, I think you got to pull back and be like, all right, this is really happening. And I don't know if I would have gone to straight, you got to leave. It may have been, we got to go somewhere and I have to ask you, do you have this dependence issue? How can I help you right now? That's the one layer that wasn't in this episode. The anger was there, but I probably would have layered something else in.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of just, oh, sorry.
Well, no, that's what I was saying. I think that's the challenge in medicine, right? Because like if you say yes to something like I need help or I'm going to enroll in this program, then you have to check a yes box, whatever state license you apply for and whatnot. And so people try to not get that help, or maybe they get that help and they get only partial levels of that help because they don't want to be denied a state license in another state or a board certification or whatnot. And I think that's the taboo, unfortunately, around it that still exists this year in 2026.